Okay, back on our tutorial for the zebra beanie. I asked you guys to do the tassels. I finished mine. This is what mine came out looking like. I hope yours came out the same way. And now we're going to start on the face. We're going to do the snout, and it's very easy to do. What we're going to do is, I'm going to move this aside now. Get your yarn, the black yarn, your crochet hook. I'm going to lay down some silk here so you guys can see this in the black. It's kind of hard to see in black. And we're going to make a slip knot. Hold your fingers down, wrap the yarn around, tuck it under, pull, hook inside, pull nice and snug, wrap the yarn around and bring it up. There we go. We need to chain 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, like if anybody has done baby booties, we're going to go along the side of the chain and bring it around and keep going around and around the whole beanie, the snout, pretty much. So what I want you to do is skip the first stitch, move along to the second from the chain, and single crochet. And we're going to single crochet all the way down until we get to the end here. So let's just single crochet along our chain here until we get to the end. Okay, we're at our end here, and what I want you to do is put 3 single crochets into that same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to take our crochet marker now. Where is it? Okay, here it is. And we're going to mark not the first one, not the second one, but the third one that first one we ever did. So it's right here. See that? We're not going to do the first or the second. We're going to go all the way back to the third one. Put the crochet marker in there so we know where our beginning point is when we have to do another increase. So now we're going to go along the other side of our chain. And what I like to do is I like to go into the holes right here, like over the stitches, and go right into those holes and start going in there and single crocheting along. And I'm going to leave my tassel out. So if you guys want to do the same thing, go ahead and leave it out. What I like to do is I like to weave it into those holes to hide all the holes later, so they don't show when we're doing the stuffing and everything. So let's single crochet all the way back to our point here. Trying to make some room for myself. Okay. If my voice sounds a little harsh, I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling well today. And here we are at our end. And what I want you to do here is single crochet. And then our very top of our chain 1, we're going to put 3 single crochets. There's 1, 2, and 3. And just like before, let's put a marker in our third space there. So there we go. You can use string. I like to use bobby pins. Use crochet markers, anything that's easier for you to use. I like the bobby pins. Okay, So now we're going to move along to the other side, and we're going to single crochet until we get to our marker. So let's single crochet along the path until we get to our marker. One more. We're at our marker. Let's take that marker out, single crochet into that space, and where we did our single crochet, place the marker back in, just like so, so we know where our beginning point is going to be at again. And let's put another single crochet into the same space that we did the single crochet. So it's going to be 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And because we did 3 single crochets, we're going to move along to the next stitch and put 2 single crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2. The next stitch, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2 in the same stitch. Now let's single crochet all the way down till we get our next marker. And we're going to do the same thing we did like we did on this side. Excuse me. Okay, one more. Here we are. Let's take that marker out, single crochet into that space, and let's put our marker back in to our beginning that stitch, so we always know where our beginning point is going to be at. Back into that same stitch, let's put another single crochet. The next stitch, let's put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. The next stitch, let's put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and let's just single crochet all the way down to our marker again. So here we are at marker, and what we're going to do now is take that marker out. We no longer need it for right now, and we're just going to single crochet all the way around. 1 single crochet in each stitch, all the way around. And I'm going to adjust the camera just a little more here. And we're just single crocheting in each stitch all the way around. Very, very simple. Take that marker out, no longer need it, and let's single crochet all the way around in each stitch. Continue doing this. Now what we're doing here is we're building up the snout. It will widen while we're doing this, and we'll be able to fill up this. It's going to be like a kind of an oval cup. or bowl, you say. And we're going to fill it all up. And we're just going to keep on single crocheting all the way around. I'm really not sure how many rows there's going to be. I just know by the depth you can make your snow either bigger or smaller or longer or deeper. So I'm just going to keep on going. And we are now on our 1, 2, 3 row. 4th row, sorry. Yeah, we're on our 4th row. So, I think by our 7th or our 8th row, it'll be good enough for me. So this is our 4th, and we're going to keep on going around. And I'm going to speed up my crocheting now. You guys should be doing the same thing, single crocheting all the way around. And we're just going in each stitch on the very top with a single crochet. Single crochet is so easy. In the hole, out and over. Excuse me. So now we're on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row. This should be our 6th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. I'm going around it. Back to the other side so we can do our 7th row. Back at the other side, we're on our 7th row. Let's go all the way around. should be looking like a cocoon by now. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th row, and I'm just going to take a look at that. Let's go one more. The 8th row, so we should be coming back over this side, and we'll finish off by fastening off and slip stitching and fastening off, sorry. So let's continue around till we get to there. This is our 8th row. We're coming to the end here, and what I like to do is, okay, that's perfect. I fold it in half so I know where my ending point is at right here. I just fold it straight down, and that's where you're going to do your slip stitch, right on the corner here. So let's just do a slip stitch and fasten off, and I like to pull the yarn right through and give it a tug. And you don't have to thread this side in. All you gotta do is just tuck it in there. So this is our snout. See that when you put it down like that? That's what it's gonna look like. Let's get our tappets needle. Thread the needle in. Let me do that again. Got tangled up there. There we go. And you see these holes, you can see them really clear. See that? I'm going to go in and out through those holes. Each one. Just like so. Until I get to the other end. And I just bring it in through this side and pull it through. And look it. They're gone almost. I'm going to go back and do the same thing again. And weave it to the other side. So, back and forth in each piece, and just go up and down with my hook, my needle actually. Call it a hook because it's got like a kind of a hook at the end. It makes it so much easier. And last one. And I'm going to bring it through, pull on it, and that's done. So now when you look at it, it's pretty much gone. And the thread is inside, as you can see. So it's already weaved in, you don't have to worry about it. and this is our snout. Now, a snout has to have nostrils. So, let's get our pink yarn, which mine was somewhere around here. Where'd it go? There it is. It was hidden all the way in the back of all these colors. Okay. For the snout, I'll get a little bit of yarn, probably just like a yard, maybe less, half of a yard, maybe less than that. I'm not sure. That's pretty much it. I fold it in half, and I fold it in half again, and that's pretty much what it is. See that? So, it's not really, it's a long string, but not that long. And what I like to do is right here on these corners where we did our 12, the chain 12, and there's one in and one in here, and we did our three, what's it called, our 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 in each side here. That's pretty much where we're going to put our snout at. So, what I like to do is I like to go in from one side and bring it through. Oops, too much. Okay, do that again. Alright. And what I like to do is I like to make a triangle in some way, like not a triangle, but like somewhat like a triangle, but it's like an angle. I hope you guys can understand that. It's just, you're just going to be sewing up and down, like in and out and out. And it's kind of hard to tell you guys this, but all I can do is show it to you. And now I'm going to move my needle over just a little bit and bring it through. See that it's not exactly in the same spot, it's along the other side, but not lower, it's like in the same direction. I'm going to go back in the same one up here. Same exact one. And I'm going to do that again, but try to get right in the center now. And go right back in again. Same. And there's my snout. See that? So very simple. Now I'm going to move along to this side and do the same thing. So, or you can just crochet it and sew it on if you have difficulties doing this. So here I am on the other side doing the same thing. I'm going to move along to the side here. There we go. Bring it back in the same on the top. And one in the center. And that wasn't somewhat of the center, but I tried. Doing that one more time, maybe. Yeah, one more time. Just to fill it in. You see how this side is like kind of opening from here? The black is showing right in between. I want to hide that. And I'll probably do the same thing on this side to make it even. Just like so. And our snout is on. And you just adjust yours if you have to. This side's kind of short, that one's long, so I'm going to go a little bit longer down. And you just adjust it, but it's got to be on the corner. There we go, see? Now I'm happy with that. And yes, I got a crisscross going on in here, so I'm going to look for the other end of the pink, which is hidden right underneath here. And I'm going to tie these two together so it doesn't unravel later. And I'm going to leave it just like that. Nobody can see that. Okay. Now I'm going to get about the same length again for the black yarn. You're going to need enough yarn to go all the way around this perimeter here. So make sure you have like enough to sew in all the way around. So I'm going to cut the yarn, thread my needle, and you can either use stuffing or a polyester fill, or I have this humongous bucket right here filled with loose strands, as you can see. And this is my like yarn little strands. As you can see, there's like little tiny strands, and I can't use these. You can't use them, but why throw them away? What I'm going to do here, let me adjust my camera, I'm going to fill it up with that. So all this loose string, I'm going to stuff it in here, just like so. It doesn't matter what color. If you wanted to put the same color, go ahead, but you can't see it. Look at, you can't see it. So let's just stuff our snout. And this is good for recycling, seriously. Don't throw out great stuffing stuff. It's all polyester fill. Actually, acrylic wool, all that good stuff. It's all mixed fibers. So I'm going to fold this in half, and just like a taco, I'm just gonna like fold it and keep stuffing until I know like which one needs more or less. You will know exactly, and you just keep on pressing this down in there, and your snout starts forming, as you can see here. Now, I think I'm good with the amount I have in here. Maybe I need a little bit more right here. You'll notice when you fill it, if you lay it flat on your surface and you fill around and you feel like there's a dip on one side or something like that, like this is all hard but I got a dip here, I'm going to add more fill into that area so it doesn't do that when I sew it on there. So keep stuffing, stuff, lay it back down again and touch around, and everything looks good. So there's our snout. So let me move my bucket to the floor here. Let's get our beanie. And right here in the front of the beanie, or you can see the back or whatever, because you don't know which side is which yet. You choose the side you like better. We're going to line this up all the way in the bottom here, and you want to make sure you're right in the center between the ear flaps. And I know it's hard to see. Let me see if I can back it up. There we go. See that? I'm like right in between the center here. Now if you have trouble sewing things on, suggest you use some pins or something and strap that down if you have to, so it doesn't move. Strap it in any way you can with the bobby pins or sewing pins and just hold it down. But for me, what I like to do so it doesn't move out of my place is I like to take this Actually, I think mine's, yep, that's right. And as you can see, my snout, this is where I put all of them together, and then it opens up here. Whichever way you like your snout, I like mine up like this and one down, or you can turn it around and have it like that. So, either way, it doesn't matter as long as it's on there. So, adjust it, make sure it's in the center. And what I like to do is I like to start from the bottom here, and I hope you can see this. I am grabbing the very top of that. I did not go all the way through, I just went on the top of those stitches here. And I'm going to grab the very end of the chain here. See the stitch here? The one that goes all the way around? And let me bring this to the other side so you guys can see. What I'm grabbing is these right here where we would be crocheting around in each stitch around. So like if I brought my hook in here, this is the part where we'll bring the yarn in and start crocheting over at the top of the stitches. So that's what you're going to be sewing around. So let's bring that back down and keep stuffing it in there and adjust it again. Perfect. And I'm going to bring it in there and I'm going to bring it through, and so now that's set for me. I don't have to move it anymore, it's going to stay right there for me. So now I'm going to move along to the other stitch, and like I said, I'm getting the very top. I'm not going all the way in the beanie, just the top of the 2 stitches and the 2 stitches of the snout, and bring it through. I'm going to do this all the way around. So here we are again. And the other side. Here we go. And again, get 2 stitches there. And as you can see, I'm going in between the pink here. See, right in between, there's pink, white, and I go in between that. So, the next stitch. And right here, as you can see, I have about 3 to 4 left here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to do the same thing on the other side as well.